Morning guys, just going to do the video I promised about sort of testing how good a value your prediction and then a couple of others are. Alright, so what I've got here is my sort of, let's call it our sample data. This is obviously you guys will have way more. I've just done a quick dummy up of like 10 sort of cars that I've sort of taken as my sample. Alright, this is the yellow one is my prediction, the one I've highlighted. That at the start of my assignment I thought was the best value. Okay, so what we're going to do from here is we're going to use our equation of a line, which is just here, and we're going to test whether this car here is good value or not. All right, so how we do that on Excel, now you can actually do this on your calculator just by substituting your kilometer value in for X and then doing whatever your equation says to do. So in this case, in my case, it'd be negative 0.0511 multiplied by 130,152 and then add on 20,209 to the end of that. So I'm just going to show you how to do that on Excel. Like I said, you can do this in your calculator if you prefer. So what we're going to do is start with our negative 0.0511. The multiplied symbol on Excel is the star, all right, which is just shift and the 8, number 8 key. And we're going to multiply by 130, 152. So 130,152, which is our kilometer value. And then we are going to add on 20,209 because that's what it says to in our equation. Now, if we just hit enter there, it is going to give us the predicted value for what the price should be for a car that has done 130,152 kilometers. Okay, so we can see that the predicted value is $13,558.23.3, which is more than what it is actually advertised for. So that means that we're actually getting a good deal. Okay, now to calculate how much sort of value we're sort of getting, what we're going to do is all we need to do here is do another little, again, you can do this on your calculator if you find it easier. I'm just going to show you on Excel because it's all on one screen here, so I can do it quite easily. We're going to take our predicted price, which is here, and on Excel you can just click on there and it'll use that value, and we're going to take away the actual price that it is advertised for. All right, and then we can just hit enter, and it'll give us how much less it is advertised for than our line of best fit is predicting. So $1,573.23. We can just leave it there. That's how much we're sort of saving or how good our value actually is. All right. Now, what you also need to do, and if you do that, that's sort of C grade level. So what we actually want you guys to do is to be able to test and see if there's any other cars that are better value. All right. So by looking at our graph, we can see that there are quite a few dots sort of on or around that line. Remember, anything under that line is going to represent pretty good value. So what we're going to do, if we hover over one of these data points, it'll actually tell us just in that grey box under where the cursor is, what particular data value point that is. So if you read that there, it's the data point where 135,976 kilometers has been done, and the price point is 10,000. Okay, so we can find that over here, and that's going to be this one here. All right. Now all we're going to do is do exactly the same thing we did for this car. For our first car, and we're going to test for value again. All right. So rather than put 130,152 in for X, we're going to put 135,976 in for X. Okay, so we can do that over here. Same sort of thing. Equals, negative 0.0511 multiplied by our kilometres, which is 135,976, plus 20,209. All right, enter. All right, and our predicted price is 13,260. All right, again, we do our equals, and then we can take our predicted price minus the actual sale price. All right, hit enter. Whoops, hang on, I'm going to below that. We'll do that again. All right, so we do equals our predicted price, take away our actual sale price. Hopefully that one works, that's better. All right, so we are actually getting $3,260 saving compared to what our graph actually says we should be paying. All right, as you can see, 3,260 is obviously more than 1,573. So this one here, this particular car, is better value than our predicted one there. Now, if you've done your prediction and that is the best value, then that's what you're going to get. But it's really important that you actually test a few other figures. Okay. Now, remember as well, I've only done this for one car. So even if your prediction, if you've done it for a Holden Commodore, it's a really good idea to test some of the other cars that you've done for value. So let's say I had a 2011 Mitsubishi Magna, and I had a list of similar sort of prices. I'd created my graph. I'd test for value on a few of those that I could see are below my trend line to see if I can get a better value point than my highest one on this side, all right, or my predicted value. Okay, so I recommend most of you guys, or all of you hopefully, do your predicted one. You'll test for value with your prediction that you did at the start, and then I'd test for 2 more on that particular car, and then at least 2 test for value for 2 other options for cars on your different car. All right, if that makes sense. Okay, I think that's about it, guys. Any other questions, feel free to come and see me. All right, thanks.